Overnight, the Supreme Court wading into President Trump's battle over government spending. Ahead of a midnight deadline, Chief Justice John Roberts blocking a judge's order that the administration release $2 billion in frozen foreign aid funds. Aid groups sued the administration after President Trump froze the money in January. The administration had said it needed more time to review the payments. Roberts not resolving the underlying issues, but asking both sides to respond by Friday. Meanwhile, Elon Musk, the headliner at President Trump's first cabinet meeting. Musk touting his Department of Government Efficiency's sweeping effort to slash the federal workforce, with the biggest round of layoffs yet to come.
If we don't do this, America will go bankrupt.
In a memo obtained by NBC News, the White House budget director ordering agency heads to submit plans for large-scale reductions in force in 2 weeks. It follows Musk's directive that all federal workers email a list of 5 things they accomplished in the last week or face termination. The move catching several agency heads off guard, some instructing their employees not to respond.
I think that email perhaps was best interpreted as a performance review, but actually it was a pulse check review.
The president interjecting after Musk was asked if members of the cabinet were unhappy with him.
Hey, you want to let the cabinet speak just for a second? Anybody unhappy with Elon? If you are, well, throw him out of here.
The president warning federal workers who have not yet replied to Musk's email could still be fired.
And it's possible that a lot of those people will be actually fired. And if that happened, that's okay.
For now, many federal workers like Jonathan Curry, who was just fired from what he calls his dream job at the IRS, are worried about what comes next.
I have a wife, 3 kids, and a 4th on the way. We're a single income family, so for our income to go from what it was to nothing abruptly with no severance, it can be frightening.
During that rolling news conference of a marathon cabinet meeting, Musk admitted that his team will make mistakes and promised they're going to fix them very quickly, acknowledging that they accidentally canceled Ebola prevention efforts before he said they immediately restored them. But the Washington Post reports that current and former USAID officials say that Musk is wrong, that the Ebola prevention efforts have been largely halted since he and his allies took action, adding that the teams and contractors that would be deployed to fight an Ebola outbreak have been dismantled. Craig and Savannah.
All right. Our Chief White House correspondent, Peter Alexander. Peter, thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.